What's up guys, my name's Tyler and today I'm back with another self-improvement video. I'm going to be talking about what I've learned from Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Many people consider this to be the #1 personal finance book of all time, and I've taken what I've learned and broke it down into 4 easy to understand points for you guys. The first point is that having a normal 9-to-5 full-time job is perfectly fine. Many of you probably have a full-time job and are probably watching this like, okay, point 1, already got it checked off. But you have to understand what to do with the money. Money probably hits your bank account consistently, automatically, on a certain day, every week, every 2 weeks. And you just let it sit there, you spend some and save the rest. And while that's okay, it's not going to allow you to build wealth. What you want to do is have a plan on what to do with that money every week. And that leads me into point number 2. You want to pay yourself first, right? So when that money hits your bank account, I personally take $100 every pay, automatically put it into a separate account, not connected to my bank. It's an investment account where I invest into low risk, listen again, low risk investments. I like ETFs like the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100. They track the overall top 500 and top 100 companies of the whole stock market. So if the market's doing good, you're doing good. If the market's doing bad, well, at least you're diversified and in the best companies overall, where over a 10-20 year span, you're going to average an 8 to 10% return every single year. So I pay myself, right? I get that account looking comfortable. I want to open up that account, not take any money out ever, and just look at it. Okay, I'm comfortable with how much I've paid myself. And you can pay yourself more than I do, you can pay yourself less than I do, but be comfortable with the amount you pay yourself so that you can lead into point number 3, which is take risks with your extra money. We all have bills to pay, we all have monthly expenses, subscriptions that money leaves our bank account for. But after you've paid yourself, paid all your fees, subscriptions, whatever, you're going to have some extra money left over. This is the money that you want to risk. Penny stocks, options, cryptocurrencies, high-risk investments. You want to take them. Do it. To build wealth and to get ahead of people, you need to take some risks. You need to get some wins that other people just aren't going to get if they never take that risk, right? And you may be wondering, why don't I just save my extra money? If I save up my extra money, I'm going to build wealth perfectly fine. Well, that's what point number 2 is for, right? You're already paying yourself, you're already saving up your money, allowing it to grow for you at a slow but very nice rate over a 10 to 20 year period. And getting that account to a comfortable amount where you're like, alright, I've paid myself a good amount, I have a good amount of money in here, is going to allow you to be comfortable during point number 3. It's going to allow you to have the confidence to risk money and actually take action on point number 3. So that if your risk, let's say you buy a random cryptocurrency, goes right down to 0, you don't really care because it was extra money in the first place, right? You already paid yourself, you already paid your bills. This was completely extra money where you probably would have spent it at Starbucks or Chipotle anyways, and it just went down to 0. You have to be comfortable with it going to 0. There's also the flip side of the coin, where you put $100 in, it shoots up to $1,000 because you took a major risk. What you gonna do with that money? You're gonna take most of it, add it to your account where you're paying yourself, and then leave the little bit that's extra left over to take more risks. And that leads me into point number 4. Having a full-time job, paying yourself, and then risking your extra money is a great way to start building wealth. But as a young person, our greatest asset is time, our energy, and our brain power, right? Many old people wish they were young. Why is that? Old people have a ton of money saved up. They have a house, they have a car, they have a lot of assets. But what they really lack is time, energy, and brain power. And as a young person, we take it for granted. But you have to use that to your advantage. So while you're doing all these good habits of buying assets, risking your money to try to make more money, you have to work on your own asset. You have to build an asset. And that's why point number 4 is the most important. Building an asset is going to take time. You're not going to make money off of it in the first month, the first 2 months, the first 6 months. And even if you do, it's going to be a tiny amount where the only store you can buy something is the dollar store. But over 5 years, if you grind on your own asset, personal brand, business, clothing brand, your social media account where it's a theme page and you're selling shoutouts, you build something up, make it great, it's going to pay dividends down the future. So use your energy, use your time, use your brain power, try to build your own asset so that eventually you can work for yourself, right? Eventually this will replace your 9-to-5 job. Eventually. But you have to maintain point number 2 of paying yourself. You have to maintain point number 3 of risking a little extra money here and there to get ahead of everyone else. Doesn't matter if you work a 9-to-5 now or if you work for yourself now. Points number 2 and points number 3 are crucial for success. And point number 4 is probably the most important if you're currently working a 9-to-5, because that's going to allow you to escape the rat race and build wealth on your own without having to work for anybody else, without making anyone else above you rich, because all the money you make goes to yourself, you pay yourself, you risk a little money, and you keep building your asset up so that's better and better and better. So guys, a little review. Having a 9-to-5 is fine. You want to take the money you get, you want to pay yourself, make sure it's a comfortable amount so that you can risk some money, watch it go to 0, still be completely fine, not have to sell your car or something like that. And then 4, build up your own asset. Make it something nice, a personal brand, a business, something that 5 years down the road has the potential to pay you great amounts of money you can't even imagine. But do know that's going to take brain power, energy, and time. I hope I provided some value to you guys today. I hope you guys learned something. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you do love self-improvement videos and videos like this where you're learning stuff that can help you in the future, because I'm going to be releasing a lot of content. It's already December, so 2025 I have big hopes for, lots of content coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.